President Trump. It will be to discuss the future economic and security relationship between two sovereign nations.
That was Canada's new Prime Minister, Mark Carney, talking smack about Donald Trump. Yeah, that's Canada's version of talking smack. They're so polite. And the American press angle on this is that Donald Trump's big mouth made Canada switch from initially voting conservative to voting for centrist Mark Carney, which is true. But there's something far more important. The devil, or in this case, the angel, is in the details. And the details are how remarkably strategic and disciplined Canadian voters were to make sure that Mark Carney, the anti-Trump candidate, would be elected prime minister. And they were strategic and disciplined in ways Americans have never been, but need to be, to defeat Trump and the GOP if there are fair elections in 2026, 2028. Canada has a left, center-left party to the left of the Democrats, the NDP. And prior to this election, they held 24 seats in the House of Commons. And what Canadians realized collectively was if we continue to vote them in, the Conservatives might take over. Mark Carney might lose. So they strategically abandoned the NDP and voted for the centrist Liberal Party candidate, Mark Carney. Completely abandoned the NDP. NDP hardly has any seats left. Sane Canadians united around a centrist candidate, Mark Carney, in order to defeat the threat of Trumpism. And in fact, the Liberal Party went centrist when it replaced Trudeau with Mark Carney. The Canadian left and center put aside their differences and united to defeat Trumpism, defeat the right wing. And guess what? The same thing happened in Poland to defeat their emerging dictatorship. A similar thing happened in France, similar in Spain. But in the United States, 2024, what happened? The left, or what constitutes the left in the United States, not really the left, and the center squabble. We ended up with Trump. If the United States gets fair elections in 2026, 2028, we know what we have to do. We have to do what Canada just did, what Poland, France, and Spain did. We need to unite the left and center to defeat the emerging dictatorship of Trump and the GOP. Will we do it? I hope we have fair elections, and we have no choice but to unite.